Good evening and welcome back to Race Space, where we're continuing with the qualifying, going on to these RF2s. Got a couple more guys joined tonight, so this is going to be a full lobby of 6 cars out on track, so it's going to throw up some epic racing. We've got a returning guy, DiNapoli, there. We know he's quick from the first few rounds, and he's come back into the championship, and I'm sure to see him battling up at the front. Got a couple of the other guys there that we know that are quick from the last few rounds. JPH, we know him in the bright orange car. He's always quick. K9 was giving him a good run for his money last time, and there was a little bit of contact in the final, but let's see how they get on around this track. Obviously a total different track. We've just seen the supercars go around here and struggling for grip, but I think these cars, slightly less power, they're going to have a little bit more grip around there. It's going to be interesting to see. It's all down to grid position. Obviously with the 6 cars out on track, if you start anywhere from the midfield back, you've got a lot more work to do, but it's going to be good to see. Hopefully it's going to be epic close racing. Good flowing track this, carry a lot of speed, but you could easily run out wide into them gravel traps, or even if you get it too tight and you hook a curb, it really does throw you off, unsettle the car. Bear with me while I'm just trying to get up the stream, just so I can communicate with anyone that's out there that's messaging on there. So it was good to have to sort out with you guys. And how's the grid looking? So DiNapoli there, back into the championship, puts him out in pole, carry a lot of speed from that into that first corner. You got Mark Quirty, I believe that's on the inside, JPH and Kento, middle row. Bear in mind they're not teammates, even though using opposite type of liveries. K9 and Motormouth on the back row. Motormouth, obviously we've seen him struggling recently, and hopefully he's got everything sorted now, so we should see him launch off that line and take the lead straight away. These guys just sorting out their setup. My YouTube's playing up. It's all going wrong. Hopefully as soon as them lights drop, we'll get them guys going. I know it's streaming because it tells me, but just bear with me a second, guys. See, a message just popped up, but I haven't actually got it up at the moment. But Canadian engine's revving, so let's see how these guys launch off the line, see who gets into that first corner. So JPH having a good launch there. He managed to, oh, he's too good. He's jump started. So DiNapoli, that's straight into the lead, dominating that first corner. I think that's Motormouth there is just struggling there. I don't know what happened. Managed to get into the first turn, but he's dropped right back now. Kento and Motormouth, no, Mark Quirty and K9 in a nice group there, but that's allowing DiNapoli to just have that clear track that everyone enjoys, no pressure behind him. But it's super tight. Kento there just keeping it a little bit too tight, contacts the nose and then runs over the curb, but K9, he's eyeing up Mark Quirty, but Mark Quirty having a good run, managing to keep it tight this time, runs out, carries the speed. K9's looking up the inside, he's got his nose into that first corner, but Mark Quirty, oh, he's nice switch back there. Is K9 going to carry that speed? Coming down into this next section, Mark Quirty's going to have the inside time. Both of them, K9, late decision there going into the Joker, so he's wanted to do the opposite of Mark Quirty. Mark Quirty's going to have a good run now, no pressure, so just try and carry as much speed as you can. But K9's obviously had a cracking run through the Joker and managed to slip up the inside of the corner. You do carry a lot more speed coming out of the Joker, especially in these cars. I mentioned it's emphasised a little bit, but DiNapoli out in front, he's managing to have clear track and pull away. You see the lap times there, he's dropping into 38.6s, but K9 now, hopefully he's picked up a little bit of clear track, but just seemed to have got the wrong line approach in there. But De Napoli looking comfortable and smooth, carrying that speed out in front, so no pressure, but he does have to actually joker yet. But on this track you don't actually lose that much time in the joker unless you come over that jump and go through that chicane and clip a barrier. Kento, he's down in fourth. Motormouth has got going now, so hopefully he's going to rectify any problems that he did have. De Napoli cleanly through that joker, doing what he needs to do. He's got that edge. K9 in the background. He's not looking to make a challenge on him. He's not close enough for that. De Napoli coming over the line to take the first round of qualifying. He's going to be happy with that one. K9 in second. Mark Quirty, a solid third position there. Happy for him. Kento there just seems to be struggling with this car transition between supercars into these cars, and he's seems to be just not comfortable on this track. Motormouth, we could see with the issue at the after a couple of corners, so whether he's just not got quite something quite settled. The live stream is up now, so it's come through on my iPad, so we'll dive in. Overall lap times there 2:38, so relatively not too far off the supercar pace. Obviously these guys are a lot less power, so De Napoli showing a strong strong performance. But JPH got the stream up now. JPH, evening Ratek, how are you, bud? Very well, hope you're all good. Hopefully no jump start after this one. It looked like a gun launch, but a bit too keen there to take the try and take the win for the first round. Wish you the best of luck for the rest of the evening, guy. Diving straight back in. So all these guys, one round of qualifying, one heat of qualifying, going into qualifying round 2. So De Napoli's going to be happy with that one. Some of the other guys just in that midfield pack just had a few issues and stuff, so they're going to be looking obviously a grid switch round for this one, so we shall see who's going to be lucky enough to take pole. Yeah, obviously JPH there, he's just put it as a split second. It didn't look like you had actually jumped, it just looked like you had a good launch, but a split second, that's all it takes. De Napoli there is favourited him at the moment, giving him pole again, but K9's on that inside grid, and K9 always strong in these cars, so he'll be happy with that position there. Hopefully trying to defend away from De Napoli, getting that clean air. Kento and Motormouth on that second grid. Hopefully them boys can have a better run round this time. JPH, wish him the best of luck. Don't get too eager on that that start. And Mark Quirty, he'll be happy coming away with that third place from the first round of qualifying. So a couple of the guys obviously just not too happy with setups, so they're just making a few adjustments. Yeah, it is a shame. JPH just mentioned in there that in Rallycross, I'm not too sure whether it does now, but Rallycross used to, if you jumped the start, you used to have to take the joker twice, which on this track wouldn't be so bad. You don't lose that much time, but even on other tracks, if you could take that joker twice rather than a DQ, you're going to carry more points through over qualifying. De Napoli, a great launch there. K9 just drops back into the clutches of Motormouth. He's got off the line pretty well, but these guys coming around, everyone's through pretty cleanly. As I say, that commentator's Kento and Mark Quirty just having a little coming together, scrub a bit of speed off. I think Mark Quirty's come off the worst there, probably have to reverse out the barrier. So JPH has got off the line this time. He's dropped into that third place. I see Motormouth just seems to have struggled again. I'm not too sure what happened there, but K9 eyeing up DiNapoli this time, not going to allow him to break clear of the and get that clear air. He's going to hassle him as much as he can, but DiNapoli runs out wide, gets into that gravel, loses the speed. K9's slipped through into that first place, and JPH is eyeing all up this action, and he's looking hungry as well to get onto the back of DiNapoli. So is anyone going to joker, or they're going to stay out standard? They're going to just try and race this out. They'll obviously switch it around at some point, so one does joker and one doesn't. But K9 looking strong at the moment. DiNapoli still hanging on to the back of him, if not just edging onto the back of him slightly. So he's showing good pace. DiNapoli coming back into it. I think he's probably happy that we're onto the normal rallycross tracks. JPH meanwhile is in third, just seems to have dropped a little bit of room. Kento having a better run this time, and he has jokered. The only one that's jokered at the moment, but as I say, you don't lose that much time. DiNapoli diving for his joker this time, so he's going to try and use the opposite tactic on there, but nice clean run. I thought he was going to clip the wall at some point, keeps it all under control. Back end just skimming that outside wall. Just clips a curb and just unsettles the car a little bit, so obviously JPH has moved up onto the back of DiNapoli a bit, and Kento's not too far away, but just scrubs a little bit of speed off coming out of that corner. See if K9's going to dive for the joker this time. Motormouth and Marquetti obviously having a bit of trouble, but they're having a good battle at the back. So as K9 done his joke, he's going for his joker this time. He seems to have had a good run. DiNapoli there in the background, so K9 looks comfortable, but just goes onto that inside barrier, rotated the car a bit too much, but hasn't lost any speed there, and takes the second round of qualifying. DiNapoli looking strong in that second place. JPH and Kento close over the line. Mark QWERTY coming round now. He's had that bit of contact at the start, lost his front bumper, so he's probably struggling with a little bit of damage to his vehicle. As you can see there, Motormouth just struggled again. He seems to launch off the line okay, but then seems to actually kind of have some sort of issue. So hopefully he'll be able to rectify that, get on the pace of these guys. But yeah, close race there. K9 taking the second round. DiNapoli, JPH, Kento, Mark QWERTY. Motormouth following up the rear again. So you guys all locked and loaded, they'll be diving straight back in. No hanging around on this one. It was going to be split into two heats, but unfortunately one guy's had to drop out. That's Carlo, and we do miss the both the Italian brothers. I believe Ali is working super hard at the moment, and Carlo is struggling with a steering wheel issue. Hopefully them guys will be able to join us soon, because that would make this class super competitive. Qualifying 3. Is it going to be favourable to DiNapoli? He seems to have had that front row start both times so far. Let's see whether he can have another strong round of grid draws. No, just the opposite. It throws him right to the back of the grid. K9 there, another strong one. Motormouth alongside him. Kento, Mark QWERTY, JPH and DiNapoli on that back row. So all the work for them guys to do. I think K9's going to be happy there. He's going to be smiling inside his helmet and ready to go. Motormouth, you've seen him get off the line well, but he seems to have just struggled after the first or second corner. He seemed to drop right back, so hopefully he's got any issues there sorted. It's a good chance for him to have a strong round this time, pull some qualifying points back. Engines are revving, they're ready to go. Is everyone going to get off that line cleanly? K9 just drops back into the clutches of the pack. Motormouth and I think DiNapoli's got up the inside of most people, so he's had a good launch off that back row. But K9 managed to carry the speed and get back into that first place. So obviously he's got his gear ratios right and maybe not getting off the line well, but on the second part of it, acceleration. JPH and DiNapoli now into the Joker. Now these are two relatively fast, well, super fast guys in this class. We've seen them both put on very strong performances, so they're just going to drop in alongside Motormouth, and Kento's there as well. So 4 cars all gaggling for position on that part of the track. So DiNapoli looking stronger up the inside of Kento now. Kento just pushed out wide into that gravel, so he's going to lose a lot of time. JPH gives DiNapoli a little love tap in the back. That puts DiNapoli out wide into that gravel, so he's going to lose time. But JPH having a good run, pulling through. But meanwhile out front, K9 is broken away clear at the moment. Mark Quirty's having a cracking run in second place. Did I see his car still there? But yep, K9, yep, Mark Quirty's still in that second place. So they've managed to gap the guys a little bit. Obviously, all the other guys have jokered at the moment, but I don't know whether they've got enough time to reel in them to the 2 that are broken away at the front. So the chasing one is JPH at the moment. He's jokered. He's in that third place. K9's diving for his Joker. Good run through there. Clipping the curbs, following the flowing the speed through there. He's having a good run, so he's looking strong now. He's got to grips with the track and carrying the pace. Mark Quirty's still in that second place, but he's yet to Joker, and JPH is looking hungry to take that second place away from him. DiNapoli not too far away from him in the background there. Mark Quirty's having a good run. I hope he has a good clean run through that Joker. He's going to have to dive for it on this last lap. Keeps it nice and tight, indicates to the other guys on where he intends to go, which always a good manoeuvre. JPH carrying the speed around the outside of him. Mark Quirty just runs it out to the barrier, scrubbing a bit of speed off. Can he make the switch bit? No, he just pushes on that a little bit wider. He's got to do a lot now to hold off DiNapoli, but a little bit of contact there, and DiNapoli fires off to the outside. Mark Quirty holds on for that third place, so K9 takes the win. JPH in second, Mark Quirty third, DiNapoli in fourth, Kento fifth, and Motormouth, fortunately for him, he's just doesn't seem to be carrying any sort of pace around this track at the moment, so he's got to get it back in the pits, sort out that car. Just seems to be cruising around, so I know he is struggling with shoulders and arm strength at the moment, so hopefully it comes good to him at some point during the night. But K9's going to be happy with that one. He's looking strong. He's come through. Didn't take the first round, but since then he's seems unstoppable. JPH, we know he's fast from previous rounds. He's come through into that second place. DiNapoli, who started off strong, is just dropping back a little bit, but I'm sure he'll be looking hungry to take the last round of qualifying. These guys are going to be diving straight back in. I wonder if anyone's going to make any setup changes. Most of the guys got the thumbs up and stuff, probably just having a breather. We're all human, we all need a drink or a breather at some point. Some close racing been going on with these lights class. As I say, if we can just get the a few of the other people returning that have just got the issues or working a bit too hard. It's not good to work hard. You've got to enjoy life as well. See K9 just retaining the session at the moment. Everyone else is eager to go. They're just having a chat in the Discord as well. Probably just mentioning a few things or anybody that feels like they want to get involved, you're always more than welcome. Dive in. These cars are super fun to get used to the rallycross. Anyone that's ever interested in rallycross, or even not, if you want to try your hand, normally circuit races are very quick at rallycross if you can tame the slide, the drift, so to speak. Just takes a little bit of getting used to, but some of the guys have definitely come in. So this time round, puts Motorway on pole. He's should be happy with that, but obviously he seems to struggle just on them second and third corners. JPH alongside him, so he's going to be super happy now, and in a way it's kind of put Kento and Marquardt there, and two of the race heat winners are both on the back road, DiNapoli and K9, so this is going to mega challenge for them two to get through and to try and take this round of qualifying. This is going to be good, interesting to see, but JPH I feel is he's going to be happy there with that inside into that first turn. There's a couple of setup changes going to different people. They're dialing in now, so the race is going to get started. Let's see who's going to get a good launch. Hopefully no one has a jump start. I think everyone's learnt a lesson, but GPH a little bit slow. I think Marquardt had a good start there. Motormouth's gone with the pack as well. There's a good gaggle of cars going in that first corner. Motormouth just runs out onto that gravel, just collects him, slows him down a little bit, but he's got a good inside line. I'd say he's still in third place. K9 up the inside of him. GPH diving for that Joker there. You can see him, man. I think most cars have gone for that Joker. I think Marquardt has stayed out on standard lap, so whether it's going to play out for Marquardt, he's run out wide though and hasn't carried the speed, so JPH has done a good job there. He's jokered and he's come out in first place. K9 just getting held up a little bit by Marquardt, but Marquardt has been carrying super pace, but he's got to do his Joker at some point, so these guys trying to find a clear air. You can see DiNapoli just behind Kento there, but alongside him, so it's close by them guys. K9 just runs it out wide, just dropping a little bit of pace off from behind. Kento holding off DiNapoli there, so he's made a couple of setup changes which seem to have been working for him, but DiNapoli looking up the inside, collects the curb, goes a little bit too tight, trying to run it around the outside. It's a good race between these two guys, but DiNapoli just collects the rear quarter of Kento there, and unfortunately it ends in the spin. But meanwhile up at the front, JPH is broken well clear now. I see Marquardt runs out into the gravel but carries the speed that allows K9 to Marquardt diving for his Joker. K9 is going to try and carry as much speed now. I think DiNapoli in the background had the spin, but concentrating on Marquardt. He's having a good run. He's beautiful out of that exit of that Joker, but just carrying a bit too much speed. Scrubs corner speed off, and K9's into that second place. So JPH, K9, Marquardt, Kento and DiNapoli at the rear, struggling I think with a little bit of suspension damage, but JPH looking strong in this one. He's turned it round from a jump start in qualifying one into a race win, for looking like it at the end of qualifying. But Marquardt there, something's happened to him, and that's unfortunate. JPH, one final turn to go, and he's going to come round with a happy win, and that's going to end his night on good fortune. K9, solid performance in second. You've seen him take two wins, so he's going to be happy. Kento coming over in third, so he's obviously made a few setup changes. That's made him stronger as the night has progressed. DiNapoli in fourth place, obviously with a little bit of setup changes and a little bit of contact, which is unfortunate for him. But K9's come and joined us on commentary now, so he can just give us a little bit of info on how he's feeling about his night's racing.
How is it, man?
How's it going? It looked good. Epic 2 wins there, and solid.
Oh, thanks.
Solid night all round, I think.
Yeah, it was feeling good in these lights. I think I had a bit of a better run than I did in the supers. But yeah, no, it was good. It was interesting. It's very interesting when you got so many cars on track and you got the 6 cars. You know, you got to try to figure out how to get past someone. And in these cars, with them all being so equal, there's not a lot of opportunities to overtake. So I can see why maybe in some of my previous races the guys got stuck back a little bit, and in that one I sort of felt I was a bit stuck for a while. But yeah,
it definitely is
overall pretty well.
It's, yeah, I mean, as you say, these cars are all evenly paced and stuff, and sometimes you can feel like you're stuck and not making progress, but a slight little mistake here and there from different guys, and it soon brought people back into the race and stuff. But no, it was epic to watch. It was good to see.
My biggest worry on this track is always that Joker entrance. I don't know if you checked it on the stream in that final race, but there was a couple of times when I thought the car ahead of me was going to go Joker, so I would last minute have to throw my car left, like wide, thinking that they were going to cut back. And
it is one of them tracks, isn't it?
There was once where it happened where the person looked like they were going to Joker and they didn't. So I lost like a ton of time and was still behind them. So
I was going to say, was it that last race? I think 4 of you all Jokered at the same time. It was
yeah, it was off the start because the guys sort of, I thought I was boxed in, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to just take it and get it over and done with it, and everyone was going in, so I thought, oh damn, now I'm stuffed. But no, it was good. I enjoyed it. I think it was good.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was good close racing.
It was as fun to watch as it was to drive that last couple of races.
It was, yeah. It was very entertaining, and it's really good. And I mean, like with 6 laps for the semi-final and the final. I mean, how was tyre wear in them cars? Can you give us any insight into that?
Honestly, I didn't have a chance to look. It's not something I look at. I'm too focused on the race.
It felt alright, so I continued. So yeah.
I didn't crash, so that was. When crashing becomes the issue, then I'll look. But so far, 4 laps, it was going okay in these little cars. I think, you know, the tyre wear is not so bad on them as it is in the supers. Supers is going to be an issue with 6 laps.
It definitely is. I was cooking mine on 4 laps, so God help me for 6.
Yeah.
So no, that concludes tonight's qualifying races, doesn't it? And on to Thursday night for the semi-finals and finals of both classes.
Yeah, which should be interesting. It's nice to have a couple of the guys back now. I see we got the Napoli back for the lights. And yeah, we're always looking for some new guys. If anyone's watching this stream and you've just stumbled across it and you want to get into Rallycross, you've got a PS4, and you have Project Cars 2, come and find us. You can find our link to our Discord channel on the YouTube channel, on the banner. And yeah, come find us and come race.
Definitely, more than welcome. As I said during the stream, circuit racers that have never done Rallycross normally come into Rallycross and are very, very strong because they can drive the car without sliding it.
Yeah.
So
especially they'll adjust quickly to these lights, because these lights you don't want to slide too much. They require you to be quite smooth. So it's a nice, even if you're a bit worried for the supers, I always tell the guys try the lights out at least, get a feeling for the tracks, and then I mean, once you get in a super, how can you not like a supercar, you know?
I was going to say, 600 brake horsepower, no traction control, no bit ABS. It's pure down to... Yeah. It takes a man to drive it, doesn't it? You know, let's be honest.
There's no other car you can get, like, completely backwards into a turn and then pull it straight again after, you know?
Yeah, definitely fun to drive. So, yeah, that's it. Concludes tonight. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. Catch you all soon. Take it easy.
Take you guys later. Cheers.